me,
Okay,
sir.
so hello.
Sir, would you kindly share this PPT after your session?
Okay, I can share, no problem.
Yes,
But
sir.
the detail
I
you
study
require.
the study material, but here lots of things is given in a very systematic way. That's why.
Okay, no problem. No problem. If you the detailed analysis is there in your study material. This is very synoptic kind of representation. Okay, so if you require this PPT, I have no problem in sharing.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, before this discuss, we have a discussion on difference in difference. Actually, as I have told you earlier, there are three different ways to look at the problem, difference in difference, and we have already made a discussion on graphical representation of the problem and representation of the problem by using box, by using a bimatrix. You can also represent the problem. Okay. Now let us now concentrate on difference in difference regression. So by running a regression, you can also carry out the similar kind of exercise. Okay, so difference in difference regression in a repeated cross-sectional data. So here we are utilizing our repeated cross-sectional data. In fact, in a repeated cross-sectional data, the same cross-section unit is corresponding to different time period. Okay, so we have the same group of respondents and we are asking them on a different time period. Okay, so before crisis we have made a survey, after crisis we have made a survey, but the cross section unit is remaining the same. Okay, so this is basically a case of repeated cross sectional data. So in our secondary sources of data, in SSS data, whatever data we have basically repeated cross-sectional data. So basically they are giving us the data over different time periods. Okay, and so basically we in my paper we have done a difference in difference regression by using this sort of data. Now in this model, the empirical specification can be written as YIT. YIT, I is a cross-section unit, T is the time period. Okay, and there you have an explanatory variable like G. G can be another binary variable that will whether the treatment is whether the individual is in the treatment group or not. Whether that will suppose in my earlier discussion we have a treatment group, rural population. It can be our treatment group, and our urban population, it can be our control group. Okay, so GI is a binary variable. It can be 1 for rural India, it can be 0 for urban India. Okay, so this is basically a treatment group, and there you have an variable like X. So here variable like X, or first of all variable like D. D stands for your time element. D stands for your time element. Okay, so it is also a binary variable, a dummy variable. Okay, so for the first period it is 0, or the second period it is equals to 1, or you can use for the first period it is 1, 0 for the second. No problem. Okay, so interpretation can be different, but you can write a time variable in this way also, no problem. And there is also an interaction term. XIT stands for your interaction term. XIT. Okay, it captures the combined influence of treatment and time period effect. Okay, so spatial and temporal dynamics. Spatial and temporal dynamics, they are basically captured by the interaction term. Okay, so this is very important. Exciting, a crucial variable interaction term. That means both the presence of both temporal and spatial dimensions are there in this variable, and there may be some other control variable. W stands for other control. You can include a control variable or you may not include control variable. Okay, so it is a general representation of the problem. This is an empirical specification. Now, in my study, what we have done. So, Y is obviously our mean per capita consumption expenditure. mean per capita consumption expenditure across decile classes of population. Now T is a time dummy variable, and post 2008 is 1, pre 2008 0. Okay, in this way we have specified our. Okay. Now regional variable I stands for your regional variable for the treatment effect. It is there. For rural India 1, urban India 0. Similarly here TI is an interaction variable or the composite variable. It combines the influence of both your regional variable and the time dummy variable. Okay, so TI interaction variable. Okay, and there is no other control variable in our specification. Okay, so we have considered only time dummy variable, regional variable, and interaction variable. Now, if it is so, then this is the basically difference in difference representation of the problem by using biometrics. Now here pre 2008 1, post 2008 0. Similarly for rural India it is 1, for urban India it is 0. Now if it is 1 pre post, then all intercept as well as all slope coefficients are there. So alpha, beta, gamma, delta all are there. Now if I is equal to 1, T is equal to 1, I is equal to 0. T is equal to 1, then beta would be there, but I is equal to 0, that means there will be no gamma and delta. So ultimately you have only alpha plus beta. So in this way, so if both are 0, then only there will be an intercept of alpha. Okay. In this way, these are basically your outcome variable. Now change. This is your first difference. If you consider only rural India, this can be your first difference. This can be your second difference for urban India, and in difference estimated, that means double delta. That means here we are making difference in differences. Okay, second differences from the first one. Then ultimately we are left with delta. So this is basically the same representation of the problem. Now what we have done, we have carried out a difference regression analysis, and this is the result. Very simple result. Okay, you are doing the same type of analysis, but here we have done the analysis in respect to two different consumption measures. Okay, so two different consumption measures are there: uniform reference period, mixed reference period. Okay, for the mixed reference period, we have only 40 observations. For uniform reference period, 40 observations. For mixed reference period, similarly, we have 40 observations. So we have done the regression separately, one for uniform, another for mixed reference period. Okay, and these are basically the coefficient, and these are the t value, and these are the level of significance. Okay, so 3 star implies that it is significant at the 1% level. 1 star implies that significant at 10% level. 2 star implies that significant at 5%. So whatever it may be there. Now, what is the basic outcome of this particular analysis? The outcome is that here your interaction term. This is the most important one. Actually, interaction terms is delta, and delta is nothing but your difference estimate. This is very important. Delta is your difference estimate, but delta is not found significant. Delta, there will be the coefficient of t into I interaction term. It is 31.7, but it is not found significant. Okay, this is only the t value, 0.1, very low t. But what is significant? Significant is that of the regional variable. Okay, it is significant at 10% level. It is significant at 5%. Okay, so what we can conclude that here regional variable has a significant influence. Irrespective of the method of consumption expenditure. Our regional variable, they have a significant influence on consumption behavior. Okay, so rural-urban differences, mean consumption expenditure across rural and urban region, they are statistically significant. So whatever analysis we have done in my earlier class, Okay, so what we have seen that in this table, what we have said that in the rural India, rural India and urban India, okay, urban India their loss is much more significant in comparison to rural India. In both the situation, they have an experience of declining consumption, but a decline in consumption in urban India is much more significant in comparison to rural India. This is also supported by our differential regression. So it just support our earlier result, what result we have tabulated. Okay, so these particular result, differential regressions, also supports our earlier. But here you can use your statistical software. I shall show you later on. I shall show you how can you use your statistical software like Stata. So in order to calculate your average NPC level, so average NPC, these are the average NPC level. So 352, what does it mean? That for the rural household, okay, in the post-crisis situation, what is their mean consumption expenditure? 352 is the mean consumption expenditure in the post-crisis situation. Similarly, in the pre-crisis situation, it is 390. Okay, so these are the mean consumption expenditure. You can calculate the mean consumption expenditure, and from there you can prepare this table. So this is nothing but your difference table. Okay, in this table you can calculate also difference in difference estimation. So at first you have to calculate these four values, mean consumption expenditure for rural and urban India in both your pre-crisis situation and the post-crisis situation. Okay, so you can calculate it by using your statistical software. How it is possible, I shall show you later. Okay, it can be calculated. Okay, now from there you can calculate the difference. So this is the difference, first difference, this is the second difference, and this is the difference in difference. Okay, 31.6 relative change in the consumption expenditure. Okay, 31.6. Now please note that we have found the similar type of coefficient here, 31.7, more or less similar type of coefficient. Okay, similarly, if you consider mixed difference period, so you have to calculate these four values. Okay, statistical software can provide you four values, and from there you can calculate manually. You can calculate different estimator, and please note that the same difference estimator is also there. So this is delta, this is also delta, and this is also delta. So as I have shown you in my table, this is nothing but delta. Okay, so if you calculate difference estimation in a table, so this is the difference is nothing but delta, and the same value you can find out in your regression analysis, because this is also your delta. Okay, so the same type of results you can find out. This is the regression result, this is the average value in the NPC level. Okay, but here we have a problem. What is the problem? So in fact, when I have submitted this paper, reviewer, they have given me some suggestions. Particular, see, they have a reservation on the number of observations. So here in our study, we have 40 observations for uniform difference curve, 40 observations for mixed difference curve, but it is too small to have a robust kind of. Okay, so they have made a comment that how you can increase your number of observations. So 40 observations, it may not be a sufficient one to draw a meaningful conclusion. Okay, in order to have a meaningful conclusion, we have no option other than to increase the number of observations. Okay, now what we have done, that we have combined the result. We have combined the result. Okay, so combine, how it is possible? Again, it is possible by using a dummy variable, new dummy variable. What is the new dummy variable? Your method dummy variable. Okay, your method dummy variable. Here for URP, uniform reference period, we have given value 1. For mixed reference period, we have given value 0. Okay, so if you combine the data set, so if you use one another dummy variable, you can combine your data set. Okay, if you follow my data set, then we have a data set for uniform reference and mixed reference period. Separately, we have also a data set by pulling the data. pulling the data. So how it is possible? We have used another dummy variable. Okay, then 40 observation for uniform reference period, 40 observation for mixed reference period. We have just combined uniform reference and mixed reference period. Now we are having 80 observations. Now we are having 80 observations. Now the result is to some extent robust than our earlier result. Okay. Now it is possible by considering one new dummy variable, mu m. So empirical specification is to some extent different. There is only one change. Okay. So T is a temporal impact, I is your regional impact, spatial impact, and TI is the interaction term. Okay. Okay. New, this is the new variable. M stands for method term. It takes value 1 for uniform reference period, it takes value 0 for mixed reference period. Okay. So now we have find out a similar kind of result. There is no change in the result, but the result is now becoming robust. It is now appealing to the readers of the particular journal. Okay. Now here, this is the coefficient. This is the coefficient. It is found significant at 5%. What does it mean? That same result. That means there is a difference in rural and urban consumption expenditure in rural and urban. There is a difference in consumption expenditure in urban. Temporal impact is not significant. Our interaction term is not significant. Okay, it is not significant. Method dummy variable, it is also not significant. What is significant is that only regional. Okay, the same type of result, whatever result we have found in our earlier equation. Okay, the same type of result is there. Now you can also find out from the same data set. You can also find out the average expenditure by combining mixed reference period and uniform reference period. These are the average consumption expenditure, and these are the basically the change. So difference in device estimate 32.5. So this is nothing but your delta, and here 32.57. Okay, the same value is there. Same value. Okay. So this is our ultimate result. Now try to use STTP. Okay. So we want to run difference regression, and from there we want to estimate average expenditure, average monthly per capita consumption expenditure. Okay. For this purpose, let us now use STTP again. Okay. Now, please open up my data set, DID. Okay. Oh, here I have given you only full data set. Okay, where mixed reference. Okay, full data set. Let us now consider only one equation. Okay, by considering 80 observations. I am now just copying the data. Let us now open data editor. Paste it. First one variable name. This is the data set. Okay? No problem. 80 observations. Okay. Now regress. Okay. Now, y is our dependent variable, mean consumption expenditure. Then you have time dimension, you have spatial dimension, you have an interaction term, you have a method term. Okay. Now, this is the result. This is okay. Whatever result I have shown you earlier. Okay. Now you have to calculate the average. So for this purpose, you require an additional component. Okay. Collapse. This is collapse. COLLAPS. Collapse. Okay. Within bracket meanwhile, so that means you basically want to calculate average monthly per capita consumption. Please remember, Y stands for average monthly per capita consumption expenditure, and you want to calculate the mean. Okay, by that means what is the difference? T and I. By T, by temporal dynamics, please provide me the result. By by following spatial differences, please provide me the result. So by T and I, so please remember my matrix, by my table. So on the one hand, you have before after. This is one counterfactuals. Okay. On the one hand, you have another counterfactuals like treatment and control. Okay. Treatment and control group. I and T stands for before and after situation. So in both the situation, so you have four such mean consumption expenditure. So it can be derived by T and I by considering both. Okay, so they have given me the data. Where it is there in your data. Okay, so your original result is not there. Okay, they have given you a data. Okay, very interesting. They have given you a data. So they have, and actually, if T0 I0, what does it mean? Before 2008, and I0 means urban area. Urban area in P2008. This is the mean consumption expenditure. Okay, 01. What does it mean? Pre-2008 rural area. This is the mean consumption expenditure. 10. What does it mean? After 2008 urban India. This is the mean consumption expenditure. 11. What does it mean? Urban India in post 2008. This is the mean consumption expenditure. Okay. So in this way you can prepare the table. There is no problem. Okay. Stata is giving you the average value. So these are the four values. I require only four values. Okay. Please remember, I require only four values. Okay. So pre-post rural urban, and they have given me the data. So they have collapsed. Mean consumption expenditure, and they have considered both time and regional time. Okay, so in this way they have given me the data. So now you just place the data in your table. Now by placing the data in your table, you can calculate your difference estimate. Okay, difference estimate. And please note that this estimator is nothing but 32.47. This is the value. Difference estimator. You can find a similar value 32.4. Okay, so this is all about your difference in difference. This is the methodology for impact evaluation. Now let us now move on to structural. This is my last topic. Okay, I have limited time, so let us now have a quick discussion on structural. Can you see my PPT once again?
Yes.
This PPT is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, PPT is now structural bit. Now, what is basically the essence of structural? Now, structural break that means when a times will abruptly change at a point of time. So, at a given point of time, there is an abrupt change. These may be caused by some discrete changes. Discrete changes, like suppose we have an experience of collapse of Bretton Woods system, breakdown of the Bretton Woods system in the year 1970. So there is suddenly there is a change in the international monetary order, international economic order. Suddenly there is a change. Okay, after the collapse of Bretton Woods system. So these can be a point of difference in your structural break. Okay, so this can be your discrete change. One particular change you have identified. Okay, this can be structural change. Or in the Indian context, 1990, after the Cold War, you have we are moving towards liberalization policy. So basically, this can be a change. This can be a structural change. Okay, first generation reform. Then you can have 2000 can be a second generation reform. So in this way, some discrete changes you can have in your mind. Okay, so changes, that means the time series data, they are rapidly, there is abrupt change in your data. It can be caused by some of the situations, or there can be a gradual changes, not a sudden change. It is not a sudden change. Rather, it is a gradual change. So over the time, there may be a reflection in the change in your outcome. Okay, so a policy changes. Suppose a policy changes. Of our present government. So it is for the well-being of the bottom of the pyramid sections of the population, and so the effect cannot be seen in the near future. So in the next 5 or 10 years after, there can be visible impact on the policy change. So there is a gradual evaluations of the coefficient over a period of time. Okay, so changes can be of discrete change. It can be of slow evaluation. And chow test, you can use your chow test in order to detect both your distinct change and the slow evaluation. Now, why the structural break, the concept of structural break is so important? Because here in your Wales regression, we are maintaining that the relationship had not changed much over the time period. Okay, over the time period, here you have a long time period. Okay, over the time period, there is no such changes in the relationship. Okay, so the intercept and the slopes, they will remain the same over the time period. Over the entire time period, there will be no change in the intercept and the slope. Okay, this is the basic assumptions in Wales equation. So if you are dealing with a full sample, it is not your trimmed sample. So we shall consider trimmed sample later on. So let us now consider your full sample. You are considering the full sample. Okay, so whole period. You are considering whole period. You are not dealing with sub-period analysis. Okay, so you are considering the whole time period of analysis. In the time period of analysis, Wales regression, if you are dealing with Wales regression, what does it mean? Actually, it gives you an interpretation that your relationship do not change. Your slope and your intercept term do not change. It will remains the same. But is it a feasible assumption? No, it is a very tall assumption. It not appear in real life situation. There can be a structure. It can be the reality. Okay, so if you follow this particular figure, pre-break, these are the basic observations. Scattered dots are there. Post-break, these can be your scattered dots. Okay, and if you are dealing with a single regression, so that means the Wales regression based on your full sample, then they will give you these average relations. So regression can give you only average relations. It is known to you. The regression is nothing but average relations. Okay, so average relationship is this is the basic trend. This is the regression. But if you are dealing with subsample, then these can be for pre-sample, these can be for post-sample. Okay. Two regression. If you are dealing with two regression, then in the two regression, one regression can be in this direction, another regression can be in this direction. Okay. So if there is such structural changes, okay, if there is some structural changes, so as it is shown in the particular diagram, in this particular diagram, there is structure. So if there is structural changes, then actually you have to deviate. You should not carry out your Wales regression based on the full sample. It is not possible. Okay. So ultimately, if you are dealing with only a full sample regression, it will lead to a poor forecast. You cannot employ this analysis in order to have a meaningful forecast. It is not possible. Okay, so you have to consider subsample. So identification of the break is very important. Okay, now there are two different testing procedures. More different, they are quite similar. Okay, so in one testing procedure, chow test, okay, there is an assumption that the date, that known break date, it is known to you. I mean, that means where you have an experience of structural break, this is known to you. Okay, so if 1975 is known to you, that there is a collapse of Britain system. If 1990 or 1991 is known to you, then you can employ a chow test. No problem. Your break date is known to you. Okay, so it depends on your assumption whether it is known or unknown. If it is not known to you, If you are dealing with a full sample, but you anticipate that there is a break, there can be a break, but the date is not known. Then what is your, you have to carry out some other testing, modified Chow test, or it is alternatively known as one likelihood ratio test or sub-world statistic. Okay, so this is another testing procedure. Okay, I have given you the material Stone and Watson. Stone and one of the famous book written by Stone and Watson, Econometrics, one of the econometrics textbook. Okay, from there I have collected this sort of testing procedure. Okay, and then we shall try to apply a stat. Okay, so try to understand the procedure at first. Okay, time is very limited, so let us now directly move on to the Chow test. Now, Chow test, as you have some idea that that date is to some extent known to you. Okay? You have some idea where is the structural break happens, when the structural break happens. Okay. Now, this is basically your augmented distributed lag model. Augmented distributed lag model. Here, for the sake of simplicity, here we have considered only the first difference. Okay, so the dependent variable is your y. So dependent variable, the lag of dependent is also considered as an independent. So here, this is the meaning of auto replace. Okay, and it is distributed. It is distributed. Not only your dependent variable, you have considered only your independent variable. X is your independent variable, and we have considered that, or considered also the first difference. Okay. So the basically, what we have done, we are actually running a autoregressive distributed model. Now here, this is your time variable. Okay, time variable. Now here tau, if tau is known, it is very important. So tau is a specific time. Okay, so you have a data set, you have a time series data set. Okay, there is a specific time. You have a data set from 1950 to 1990. Okay, and 1975, in the 1975, there is a structure. So tau is 1970. Okay, so before collapse of Bretton-Woods system, from 1950 to 1975, okay, you are giving value 0, and for greater than tau, you are giving value 1. So in this way, you are considering a particular time. Okay, time. Okay, now if you have this dummy variable, okay, then you can consider interaction term. So some interaction terms. So one interaction term. So for your time into your lag dependent. Okay, time into your lag independent. So if you have, so we have only two variables. One is lag dependent, one is lag independent. Okay, so we have two interactions. If you have ADL two differences. Okay, so two lags. If if you consider 2 lags, then yt minus 1 or yt minus 2. Similarly, you have two interaction terms. Okay, so d into yt minus 1 plus d into yt minus 2. Two interaction terms will be there. So it depends on your choice of the variable. Depends on your choice. So interaction terms. So number of interaction terms depends on your number of expanded variables. Okay, so here we have two expanded variables, so we have included two interaction terms. Okay, so it is now what is our basic hypothesis? Our basic hypothesis is that there is no impact. There is no impact of Bretton-Woods system, collapse of Bretton-Woods system. Okay, no impact. That means here d is equal to d is equal to 0. Sorry. Then you can have d is equal to 0. So if d is equal to 0, then gamma 0 is equal to gamma 1 is equal to gamma. Okay. So if there is no if d is equal to 0, that means before collapse of the system. Okay, there is no structure. Okay, no break, no structural break is there. That means this dynamic variable is equal to 0, and so your all coefficients will be equal to 0. Okay, and it is joint significance test. As you are dealing with the joint significance test, you must employ F statistics. You must employ F statistics. Okay, so gamma 0, gamma 1, gamma 2, all are zeros. Okay, now this is all about your chow test. When your sample is known to you, when your your structural break is known to you, when the date when the exactly break date is known to you. But if it is unknown to you, then you have to use modified chow test. You have to use modified chow test. And as I told you earlier, it has also some alternative names like QL statistics or Southern statistics. Okay, so you have to use this particular method. Now here in this methodology, actually, when the date is not known, then we assume this is that possible breaks. It happens only within this range. So you have a time, a whole data set. You have a time, okay, from 1950 to 1990. Okay, 1950 to 1990. But you assume, that initially there may not be any structural break, and in the latter phase there may not be any structure. So this is the assumption in this particular model. So you are actually trimming down the data set. That means you are actually cutting down the unnecessary part. Okay, so you are cutting down 15%, 50% of the observation initially. You are cutting down 50% of the observation from the last, from your last observations. Okay, so from your initial observation, you are cutting 50% of the observations. Okay, and from the last, you are cutting 50% of the observations. Okay, so 15. So please remember, you have a data set 1 to 100. Okay, so but you are dealing with only 0.15 to 0.8. Okay, so you have cut down your 50% data set, 15% data set from the initial observation, and you have cut down 15% of the data set from your end observations. Okay, so you have a trimming sample. Okay, so suppose you have a data set from 1950 to 1990, but you are considering 1960 to 1980. Why? 1960 is your tau 0, 1970 is your tau 1. Okay, so you have eliminated 15% observation from the initial and 15% from the latter. Why? Because this is the equation that the break should occur in between this time, tau 0 to tau 1. They should consider this trim sample. Okay, they should consider the software. They should consider this trim sample in order to identify the unknown break. So you are dealing with 70% of the sample. You are dealing with 70% of the sample. Okay, your full sample corresponds to 1950 to 1990, but trim sample corresponds to 1960 to 1980. Okay, so this is your 70% of the sample. You have to deal with 70% of the sample. Okay, so 15% of the sample from the initial level and 15% of the sample from your end observation, they are just removing this particular observation and they are concentrating on trim sample. That means a subset of the sample, and within tau 0 and tau 1, they shall identify your break date. Okay, where break occurs. Okay, so they can identify 1970 because it is within 1960 to 1980. Okay, so tau 0 and tau 1, they are considered a trim sample, and from there they have calculated a known break. This is the method. Okay, and they can identify discrete changes and so whatever. Now I have given you a data set. Okay, I have given you a data set. Now please consider this particular data set. MA5, you consider tab MA5. The MFI is one microfinance institution. We have considered some of the selected microfinance institutions, and we have a data set from 2005 to 2006. So we from mixed database, microfinance information exchange. Perhaps you have heard of this particular website. From this particular website, we have collected the data. So now we want to identify whether there is any structure. But if we have some mind, in our mind, we have an idea. What is the idea? That there is an onzo crisis. In the year 2010, we have an onzo crisis, an epicenter of microfinance crisis. Okay, Andhra Pradesh is the epicenter of microfinance crisis. So, or perhaps you have some idea of onzo crisis. Okay, so 2010 can be your structure. So, if it is known to you, you can directly apply chow test. Okay, let us now directly apply my chow test. Okay, now now in fact, how much time I have, madam? How much time, ma'am? Are you here?
Arindamda, it's me. I am here.
Ah,
Yes, yes, yes. I think we have some more time. You can finish running the test, and 2:30 or 2:45 will be fine. I hope the participants won't mind if the session goes on till 2:45.
No. Okay.
Or more than that, or 3 o'clock would be also okay, I think, Arindamda.
Okay. So please bear with me. In fact, let us now copy. Time 1 to 12. So if you have the data set, so you have a column like time, you have a column like Udhikar. Udhikar is the name of particular microfinance institution. Okay, just copy the data set. Just copy the data set. Okay.
Sir, what is Adhik, BWD, Cash Up?
These are the names of microfinance institutions. These are basically the names of microfinance institutions. Okay. So this is the particular name. Okay. And these are their sustainability score. Okay. So whatever value is there, these are basically sustainability score. So there is a literature on sustainability score. How to calculate sustainability score? It has several dimensions, a multidimensional concept. Okay. So sustainability score. We have calculated the sustainability score in my research. We have calculated sustainability score, and we want to identify: is there any structural break? Is there any structural break? Okay. So here, instead of writing Udhikar, Udhikar may not be understand score. Just write score. SCORE score. Score. Okay. Time and score. I have only this. Okay. So let us now consider our earlier.
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. So I have to somehow. It is it. Now data editor, then data editor. No. Okay, the new data editor is here. Okay, variable length. So time and scope. So if you have the data, please identify that this is basically the scope. Scope is that the sustainability scope. These are basically sustainability scope, and this is the time flow. This is the time flow. Okay. Now what you have to do? At first you have to type this command regress. And time okay. So this is the result. So what we have done? That means score is a dependent. Score means sustainability score for Udhikar only. Okay. So you have to do the similar kind of exercise for all other microfinance institutions. So for example, I have considered only one such microfinance institution, Udhikar. Okay, and for Udhikar only, I have collected the data. Okay, so whatever data is in the data editor, it is related to Udhikar only. Okay, and
Sir, what
here,
data have you collected?
so have you that Excel file?
Yes, sir.
Have you
Like,
the
what is the data?
EMA file?
No, sir.
So then,
I am asking you a question that what is the data? Like, what is it? A questionnaire data? It's a
no,
time
no, no,
like
it is a secondary source of data. I have told you
okay.
earlier that we have collected the data. Uh, sorry, we have collected the data for we have collected.
Sir, can we do it on primary data also?
Yes, no problem, no problem, no problem. But in case of structural break, how it is possible? If you have primary data,
No,
basically you are dealing with a cross
like
section.
we can do it on consumer behavior towards online buying, because there is a sudden change in online buying due to the COVID-19,
Okay,
like last year.
no problem. So you can have a repeated cross sectional data. So same
Mhm.
cross section unit, okay, and you have collected the data at a different time period, okay. So suppose 50 sample units are there, 50 respondents are there, okay. You are asking them in the pre-COVID situation, you are asking them in the post-COVID situation. Okay. So in this way, somehow you have to consider a time series data. Otherwise, structural break is related to time series only. There is abrupt change. If there is an abrupt change in the time series, then only you can explain structural break. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay. So if you have any structure, so this is the data. So here I have considered microfinance information exchange, MIX. If you follow, this website.
We can take consumer price index pre-COVID and post-COVID also, na?
Pre-COVID, post-COVID, but two time period is not sufficient. Okay, madam. How can they identify the break? There must be a long time series.
Okay.
Must be a long time series. Okay.
Okay.
So so in our case, if you consider difference is different, then we have 2004-5 data and we have 2009-10 data. It is not possible to use structural. So you have to you must have a overtime data. Okay. So same cross section unit, 50 cross section unit, you have made a survey in the year 2010, in the year 2015, in the year 2020, in the year 2025. So 2025 is not. But so in this way, so if you have a repeated cross section, then it is only possible. Otherwise, very difficult to employ structure. Okay. So I have collected only these data. Okay. So this is my comment. So what is the basic observation? Basic observation is that if you consider score as a dependent variable and time as an independent variable, then it has a negative implication. That means as we are moving from 2005 to 2000, so in our data set, we have 2005 to 2016. As we are moving from 2005 to 2016, there is a decline in the sustainability score in this particular microfinance institution. Okay, decline is evident. Sustainability score, the decline in sustainability score is evident. Okay, it is there in case of this particular microfinance institution, because score is your independent variable, time is your dependent variable. As you move on, then means that your score declines. Okay, so this is the particular data. Now we want to identify: is there any impact of Andhro crisis? Is there any impact of Andhro crisis? We have a data set from 2005 to 2016. Okay, 2010 is can be your known vector. It can be your known vector. Okay, so we want to assess the impact of Andhro crisis. Okay, now what is your comment? Now here, you have to generate one additional variable, gen break. So you have to write down gen break, gen break. generate. So this is the comment. You want to generate one additional variable. Generate is equal to time greater than 5. I have given you all of the Excel sheet, okay, all of the comment I have already given. So break is equal should be equal to yeah. Now they are generating one additional variable. So please see your data editor. Okay, initially we have only two variables, time and score. Now they are generating one additional variable, break. Okay, and 0 1 0 1, what does it mean? So 0 0 0, when I have placed that means time greater than 5, time greater than 5 means what? Andhra crisis. After Andhra crisis, till that means 2010 onwards. So, okay, 2010 onwards we have one value, and before 2010, that means up to 2009 you have 0. They have generated the value. Okay, so one break variable they have generated. This is the method. They have generated one break variable, and then gen break x, break x, okay, gen break x is equal to break into time. So what we have done, as I told you earlier, break. So what I have done. So if you follow by ADL mode, what I did, one dummy variable is there. For one dummy variable is there, time dummy variable. So I have included one time dummy variable and one interaction term, time into break, because here you have only one explanatory variable, time, one independent variable. Score is the dependent variable. You have only one independent variable like time. Okay, so time into break. Okay, this is an interaction term. Okay. Please remember my empirical specification. So they have given you one additional variable. Break into x, just multiply, break into x. So break into x, break into time, break x. So this is the new variable, break x. Okay, so break into time. So just multiply 0 into 1, 0 into 2. In this way, they have multiplied. Okay, interaction. Now you have to do.
Sir,
Please.
sir, I have a question that how come in the earlier command you wrote 5 greater than 5?
5 means here if you consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So observation starts from 2000. 2005 is 1. Time. So if you consider the Excel variable, please consider the Excel. Whatever Excel I have provided to you. Okay, in this MFI tab, what has been written there? 2005 is equal to 1, 2006 is equal to 2, 2007 is equal to 3, 2008 is equal to 4, 2009 is equal to 5. Okay, so for time greater than 5, so complete software they will not understand 2005, 6, 7, 8. They can understand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so instead of writing 2005, 6, 7, 8, we have written 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 12 time periods, 2005 to 2006. How many? 12. So I have 1 to 12 in this way. So time greater than 5, what does it mean? So from 2010, 2005 stands for 2009. Sorry. 5, numerical 5. Time is equal to 5. Okay.
Here,
so,
sir, I want to ask a question. Here, date is known. That's why you are writing.
Date is known.
Okay.
I have. So if you understand the literature on microfinance crisis, so microfinance bubble, So after financial crisis, we have a microfinance crisis. It starts from Andhra Pradesh, epicenter. So we have an experience of Andhra crisis. So we have written 2010. So by following literature only, if you have the data, if you have the known data, known break data, then you can employ chow test. Otherwise, you have to employ modified chow test. Okay.
Okay.
So I shall show you modified chow test later on, but concentrate on chow test now. Now, so you have two observation, two new column. So please note, you have only time. Now you have break X. Okay. Now you write down your regression on G, regression, and then you have to write down your then you have to consider all of your independent variables. Score is there, time is there. Now you have break. Now you have break X to additional. Then what is the regression? This is the regression. So you have included two other variables. Already you have generated the variable, you data editor. Okay, you just type the comment, they will generate the variable. Okay, now you include these two variables in your regression analysis. Okay, this is the result. This is the empirical specification. By you have an empirical specification, ADL model. Perhaps you can understand. Okay, this is just the empirical measurement. This is just a measurement only. Now, in order to carry out chow test, you have type last comment. One last comment is required. Test. Then you write down break. Then you write down break. This is the comment. They will give you a statistic. Okay, and it is significant. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? That means if I have the known time period, if I have the known, if the break date is known to me, okay, and it is 2010, I have some idea. 2010, then there is a structure. Okay, that means all the gammas, they are not equals to 0. Okay, they are significant. Okay, so what is gamma 0? The coefficient of time. Significant. What is gamma 1? Break is gamma 1. Then break X is gamma 2. In this way, all are significant, and that's why F is significant. Okay, so you are doing a joint significant test analysis. Okay, so and probability p value is nothing but 0.05. So it is significant at 5% or at 6%. Okay, so there is a what is your conclusion? Okay, our conclusion is that on-road pricing, they have a significant impact on the sustainability score for this particular microfinance institution. Very important. For this particular microfinance institution, they have an impact. Now you have to do similar type of result for your other microfinance institutions.
Sir,
Okay, 1 minute.
you have given rename the Adhikar microfinance as score. So this is for
As
only
score.
microfinance.
Here it has been written also me. I have instead of writing also me, I have written only score, and I have copied time and score variable. Okay. So, if you write also me, then you have to write also me. But in this way, variable name is very important. So also me, that is one particular microfinance institution, but they are basically your score. So I have just changed the name of the variable. Just change the name of the variable. Okay.
Okay.
Now, where it is? So now in my so what is now visible to you? Is it Stata or the PPT?
Strata.
Stata. And where is my PPT? Stop saving. Where is it? I do not find out my
Sir, if you have not closed your PPT,
no, it is not. It is there in my desktop. I have just minimized.
okay.
now closing down data, closing down detail, closing down Excel sheet. Now, okay. So what we have done? So so for Udhikar only. So this is the result for Udhikar microfinance only. I have written A value, and this is the P. Similarly, I have done similar kind of exercise for all other microfinance institutions. All together, we have 25 microfinance institutions. But what we have said that out of 25 microfinance institutions, in nine microfinance institutions, it may be 9. So red mark, these are basically significant. Okay. So for 9 microfinance institutions, we have there is an impact of on-road. Okay. So there is an impact on sustainability score, and it is mainly caused by on-road crisis. So this is my conclusion. This is my conclusion. So we have done repeated, we have done similar kind of analysis for all of our. Now this is if you have only one observation, then you can do this type of exercise. But if you have a relationship, relationship between, I have given you the data already. GDP and Japan industrial production, US GDP and Japan industrial production. If they are related, then this is their relationship. And is there any structural break? T greater than 73. What does it mean? So you have to identify that 73 stands for 1975 quarter 1. 1975 quarter 1. That means impact of Bretton Woods system, collapse of Bretton Woods system. Is there any impact of collapse of Bretton Woods system in the relationship? Okay, yes, there is a F value is highly significant. F value is highly significant. Yes, there is. In this way, you have to do similar type of exercise. Already, I have given you this particular slide. Now, alternatively, there is a very simple comment. Okay. So instead of doing so here in this, so if the break date is not known, then you have to employ modified chow test. Okay. So your observation at 227. So we have considered a data set for Japan industrial production and US GDP. Okay. So you have a data set. Already I have given 227 observations are there. A long time period observation. 227 observations are there. Okay. And they will trim the data set, as I have told you earlier. They will reduce the data set. 15% of the data set. So 227. 15% of 227. Okay, 15% of 227 is 35. So they exclude 35 observations from initial level, and they will exclude again 50% observations from the latter of your end sample. Okay, so you have a trim sample, 36 to 190. So they will search for the structural break in this particular time. This is your trim sample. Okay, by following the methodology here, this is the stat out. Okay, so what you have to write? You have to write TS set time. Then they will give you the time, that total full sample time they will give you. Then you have to write down EA stat subsample, SB single, that the whole time period they will consider. Okay. Okay. If you write down SB single, that means you are dealing with unknown break. Break that is not known. So just write down EA stat SB single. Then they will do this type of analysis. Okay. So they will consider a trim sample and they will identify break. They will identify break 167. So you have to consider 167. That means the time period. So you have maintained a sequential order 127. So 167 it is related to one particular time period. Okay. So there is a structure. They have identified. You have not given you the data. Okay. So if you write SB single is a comment related to data. If you write down, then they will identify structure. Now it is your task to check. They have given me 167. Let us check whether there is any structure. Then again you are doing chow test. Obviously, there will be trouble. So this is for your clarification. So, so SB known. So SB known. When you are writing SB known, okay, then they will understand that you are dealing with chow text. Okay, structural break is known to you. And what is the break date? 160. Okay, then if you deal with just type this command, then they have a known structural break date. Break date they will understand 167 and they will give you a P. Okay, so this is the alternative method. So either you can do your command by following the earlier whatever I have shown you earlier. You can put the command in this way, or you can put a single ASB single or ASB known. Okay, ASB single or ASB known. There also you can find a similar type of. Okay, so due to time constraint, I want to stop here. So this is the reference book. I have already given you some of the selected chapters for this particular book. For the first portion of my lecture, it is related to impact evaluation. Okay, and difference in difference. I have given you 2 chapters from where I have prepared this slide. This slide is nothing new, nothing original. Only my research is original. Otherwise, I have just collected. Okay, so I have given you some of the original references. Okay, so this is book I have given you. Then you can consider Gujarati book for your dummy variable only. Then stock and version. I have given you some of the materials from stock and version, especially relating to structural break. And there are some already PPTs, some important PPTs prepared by the Princeton University. So if you write down this comment, okay, then you can in your Google, if you Google on this notes, then this PPT is available. Okay, different how to carry out how to carry out structure record time series. So these are basically there. Now, if you have any sort of comment observations, you can raise. Otherwise, if you feel free to contact me in my email address. Second email address, this is my official email address. Try to communicate me in any of your email address, whatever is convenient.
Sir?
Second one is my official email address. Yes.
Yeah, sir, so you won't be showing this second example, US and Japan in strata?
Second example?
Yes, this one,
US
you have
data.
shared Japan one, won't be showing strata. आप इसको
In
दिखाएंगे
strata, so oh, no, no, you follow the comment. You follow the comment.
I tried
Automatically,
command,
is there any difficulty? Is there any? If you face any difficulty, I said so. You no problem.
Sir, can you give the list of commands because it's difficult to look.
Already I have given it. Already,
Okay.
if you consider my material, so please open up my material. So I am now opening my material. So so whatever material I just I am now opening my material. Whatever material I have given to you, I have given to Pallavi, and Pallavi obviously he has given it to you. So material, whatever material, I have prepared this March file. One March file I have given. So please again, this is the March one. What I have given it to you. Please note what I have. This oh, is it visible? PDF one PDF file, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
I have given it. This is the title. This is the name of the S3. This is for 3 phase 3. So in phase 3, I have concept of impact evaluation. In earlier phase, we have a discussion on experimentation. So this is the difference. So this is for your. So this is the book Impact Evaluation in Practice. This is the Gartler et al. And from there I have given you 2 different chapters. Chapter 3 I have given you. This is the causal inference and counterfactuals. Similarly, I have given you different. So whatever I have said, I have already given it. This is okay. Difference is difference. Okay. So, so, so this is the material. So this is from this is from World Bank. This is the book published by World Bank. Please remember, one of the famous book. You could not find out this book. It is not easily available. You have to purchase this. Okay, but I have this access of this particular e-books of this particular book. I have given it to you. Two selected chapters from where I have. Similarly, I have given you the Spock and Watson book. Watson book. It's how the selected topic. Mercy extended that is difference in difference. Okay. So at first from this from this so then I have given my paper. Then I have given my paper. This is the paper. Uh, this is the paper. We have written this paper, published in Studies in Agriculture Economics. Okay, joint paper. I have given it to you. Okay, I have given it to you. And then what I have given it to you. Stock and Watson structural break. Structural, whatever structural break I have discussed. Okay, this is from there. Original different. And then I have given I have uploaded these particular slides, some of the slides relating to command spaces application. So all of the spaces applications, whatever application I have done, I have already given it. ANOVA, starting from ANOVA, then ANOVA model, then some detailed applications that time constraint is not possible to. Then difference in difference. Already saw all comments, structural break by using microfinance, structural break by using GDP and Japan, structural break by alternative application when no, it is not known to you. Okay, and detailed application also I have. All of the references I have also. So I have prepared this particular page. It is a March file. Okay, so 5 or 6 different files are there. PDF files are there. I have marked it and I have given it. So this is the holistic reference. Okay, holistic reference. Okay, thank you for your participation and for your patient hearing. Okay, thank you. So if you have any questions, so try to communicate me in my. If you are dealing with, if you want to employ this particular research, you can communicate me in my email address. Okay, so whatever email address is convenient to you, you can. No problem. Just refer that I participated in this program. In this way, just introduce yourself and then write your problem. No problem. Okay, you can communicate me anytime. No problem. No problem. Just write down the name. Okay, I shall whatever my capacity. Okay, so depending on my capacity, I shall try to satisfy you. No problem. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Arindam sir. Really, it was very nice session. Plus, we love your one of the style like is you teach each and every session in a very deep involvement and learning. So, from the IBMR IPS Academy and the team STTP Econometrics, I give you thanks note. And like the way you cover the structure model and the dummy variable, that was really very, very nice and the remarkable. So now I over to Pallavi ma'am. She would like to say something about it. Pallavi ma'am, over to you.
Dr. Arindam Laha, Arindam Da, thank you so much for joining us today. You have been with us right from the inception. And since the beginning, the planning, the execution, phase 1, phase 2, and now phase 3. And we are very, very privileged to have you on board, sir. And thank you so much for joining us. I would like to remind you in the last session, you mentioned about Gretel to the participants, and they really found it very, very interesting. Do you want to mention it in today's session also to the
No, no,
participants about
he
Gretel?
mentioned today's session also.
Okay, okay. Gretel was so great, and the participants already in the last phase commented a lot. So thank you so much, Arindamda, for joining us and for your utmost cooperation. You've always been so cooperative, so supportive throughout our all the phases. And thank you is a very mere, these are very mere words to actually, express our gratitude for your support and cooperation. Thank you so much for joining us as a resource person throughout.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
I would now request Sachin sir also to say a few words to Arindam Da. Is he here?
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your knowledge and time with us for all the three phases. And the way you have explained really is remarkable. Thank you very much from the bottom of heart and for your all support and cooperation. Thank you very much, sir.
Dear participant, meanwhile, we are going to start our some discussion about the test, and after the
Sunita,
test
I'm sorry
discussion,
to interrupt you, but if Arindam sir would like to leave it, please allow him.
okay, sir.
Thank you very much, Arindam sir, once again. And if you wish, if you want to leave, you can leave.
I think he has left the meeting, sir. We are
Okay.
good to go for exams. Yes, Sunita ma'am, please continue.
Okay, so dear participant, first thing, do not worry about the examination link. I have shared via email also. Plus, after this session, I'm going to share on the this WhatsApp also. Even like as if you are not able to receive from the email or WhatsApp link due to your any kind of problem, in only that condition, please let us know that we are going to provide you. So let me inform you the brief like is guideline about the this test session. So total we have given you 50 multiple choice question. You have to attempt all question. We are not giving any like is freedom. Then time limit we has given you 65 minutes. Please mention your full name, college name, whatever you want in your certificate. And it's my humble request, and even we have mentioned in the test link also, if possible, so kindly write your full name and college name in a capital letter. For each correct marks, we are awarding you 2 marks. There is a no negative marks. The passing marks is 60. It means at least 30 question out of 50 questions should be right. The pass code and the timing we have shared you. The timing of the test, we are going to start by 4:40 p.m. to night 11:59 p.m. Once when you are going to click that particular link, from this particular time, exactly 1 hour we are going to give you. Suppose due to any network problem you are going to end your examination, or like as any problem happening, so the whatever the question you have attempt, that is going to save automatically. So there's a no need to worry about it. Okay, it is going to automatically close in a 1 hour. So that's it from our side. We have shared you the test mode link also and the passcode. Still face any problem, you are free to ask. So that's it from our side. Any question, so you may ask. And now I
Dear
would like.
participant, we will be happy if you can share your informal feedback on this platform. Of course, the formal feedback links always we are forwarding you and you are
So
submitting
we
your
have
formal
forwarded.
feedback.
We have forwarded.
Overall link of overall feedback link is also forwarded.
Yes, sir.
But we will be happy
Yes.
if you can share your views with us on this platform. So we are noting if you have any suggestion, of course, we will be happy to note it for further our improvement purpose in IBMR IPS Academy. We are regularly conducting conferences, workshops, and student events. So that your suggestions, your feedback is really very, very important for us. So if anybody want to say anything, we are happy.
Sir, our
Positive or
most
negative, whatever
yes,
you want to share with us.
our most involving participant we have with us Arubhalla ma'am, Momita ma'am, and Mayuri Tavade ma'am. So definitely, I
But
so wish that
even
they
the
should.
other participants
Yes,
can
yes, yes,
also
sir.
share. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Participants, please come forward. We would like to hear you. Recommendations, feedbacks, if you want to interact, dais is open.
And we will be happy if you share your negative remarks. That is most important for us.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Uh,
afternoon.
I'm from Punjab. I am just I have just started my PhD. I am doing my coursework. So this session was very useful for me because I was like in infant in econometrics. I don't know what is it, and so this session was very informative and knowledgeable. Mm, One suggestion or recommendation what I would like to give you, that please keep on informing us about the future sessions and something like that. so that we can grow further.
Great, Aruballa ma'am, you got it. We'll definitely inform you in case if we plan for future sessions, and we would be very happy if you join us in our future endeavors. Thank you so much for your compliments and comments. We have received some comments from some of the participants also, from MV and Sunija. They say that it was a great session. I sincerely enjoyed the panel techniques and informative, excellent workshop. Thank you so much for sharing your comments. We would also like some of the participants to come ahead and talk to us like Aru ma'am did.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, Momita ma'am. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, first of all, when I just saw the advertisement of your program, that means brochure, I was very much interested to attend this program because this is Econometrics program. So that time I don't know, after the completion of this program, I am satisfied in that manner because your program is very awesome. And I really learned lots of things in all these 5 days, because in my research work, I am just little bit applying some econometrics part, because I am a hardcore finance background and commerce student, commerce teacher. So I like this program very much. So I request you, please arrange this type of program in near future. So then I will be very happy to part of that type of program. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Momita ma'am. And thank you for calling us awesome, because you are also awesome. You have been totally interactive throughout. We have noticed it. And yes, in future, yes, you got it. We'll inform you. Definitely, all of you, about the programs, so that basics should be clear. MV ma'am says, yes, Dr. Mansi Vinayak. Now we got your full name. Thank you. Vishnu sir says
Amrita
something.
ma'am want to say something. She's raised her hand.
Yes, please, ma'am.
Very good afternoon to the team. Very good afternoon, Sachin sir and the entire organizers. First of all, I would like to really commend and really appreciate the way professionally the entire workshop has been organized. We did not get even a small glitch. We got the notes on time. We already got the email of the test, every link of the website, and whenever we wanted, before the query came, the actually the solution was already there. So it was really well organized. Maybe you had a lot of experience before this. Few things were there, so it was really a good teamwork, really a commendable job done by you. And because it was somewhere a problem from my side, where we have to manage our college timings and also this, so somewhere some sessions I was not able, I missed a few part, but nevertheless this has happened. But it was really a very extensive workshop, really justice given, like all a very extensive one, and we would really request you to keep ourselves in your mailing list, so whenever the next workshops come, we will definitely love to join your team and get learned from you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Amrita
much,
ma'am, thank
Amrita
you so
ma'am.
much for
Yeah.
your statement. For your one more query, like as you missed some session due to your classes, so don't worry. The last mail has been forwarded by me. That was based on our all YouTube videos. All videos means financial analysis, STTP, econometrics, management 4.0. So that link also I have shared with all participants. So whatever the part you have missed, so you can refresh your all study material and data, and you can read carefully.
Thank you very much, team. Once
process.
again, a very wonderful job done by you people. Thanks for all the things, and stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amrita ma'am. The
Hitesh,
process of learning will go on as sent
Yeah.
by Dr. Sunita. All the links are with you. So let the process of learning never stop. Whenever you want to wish to see the videos, you shall. Hitesh sir, yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. First of all, I congratulate and thankful to the organization team. I think it was a great learning. Nevertheless, though sir has asked that if any possibility to further make program. So there was, I don't have any query with regard to content. It is covered elaborately everything. Only request from the faculty side that devoting 5 hours and taking class per se is a very tricky thing, and I just only request if possibly we can have a 2 hours of session if it's possible, though it can stretch long, but nevertheless, the idea is to learn. And if we continue for a longer time, I think that will be great. So that is only the request. Otherwise, the good cheers to the all the speakers, and I am thankful to, in fact, Sunita madam, because through her only I come to know about this program, and it was great to know about your institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Hitesh sir. We try normally to like shrink that program by 2 to 3 hours, but we couldn't because the content we have about the econometrics that we couldn't even think about that too. Either we have to go for 15 days, which was again very tough to participant to came from the 15 days. So that's why we did for a 1 week. But again, next time, whatever the session we will organize, this point will keep in our mind. Pallavi ma'am, I think Seshanvita ma'am also she want to say something. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Sushanita
Hi,
ma'am.
myself Shishanita Das, and it was an excellent session. I would thank the team. Your team coordination and team effort was excellent. And like Sachin sir, he guided me on how to click and use eViews and status software, because to get the software is an headache. Like so, through this workshop, I actually got access to this two software, so thanks to all the team for that too. And your session was excellent, excellent coverage, and it was so well managed. Everything was very good, very good. And Siddiqui sir session was excellent. I liked his session very much. His session was very informative, and his pace was very good. CP Gupta sir, I had attended his session earlier also, and he comes to our university also. Like sometimes we had an interaction with him earlier also. So I came to know different people. So you helped me to increase and enhance my network, and I would like to increase my network with you people also, with the team also. So so that in other any future work with in Amity, we can also come together and do some work.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely.
Thank you very much.
Most welcome.
Thank you.
There are a lot of thanks note by Jigna ma'am. Congratulations to entire team. Sunita ma'am, thanks for information about this workshop. Neha ma'am, she's also one of the active participant of our this program. Many congratulations to team, excellent, successful, for full of knowledge.
Thank you so much, participants, for showering your love to us and sharing such wonderful comments. This is our asset, and the group we have made is our asset that will work as our network in future for our future endeavors. And we would also like to come to know about your endeavors, about your institution, as Shishanita ma'am said.
Good
Anyone
afternoon,
else wants
everyone.
to? Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
My name is Anmol. I'm a research scholar at Punjabi University, Patiala. So, although I have learned econometrics during my master's as well, but never had such a hands-on experience with the econometric tools, and that to learn straight from such wonderful resource persons and on statistical softwares. So, it was a wonderful experience. Thank you for that. And I think it has given a good kickstart to my PhD journey. And I would like to tell you that please inform us about such future sessions as well.
Thank you very much,
Absolutely,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you very much, dear participants, for all your words, for your positive words, as well as for your suggestions. We appreciate no workshop can be successful without the support of participants. I have seen in last 6 days that approximately 65 participants actively participated in this workshop, and that we know the present scenario, the present situation is really tough. It is really a challenging time. We all have our professional life as well as the challenging time for personal level also. Most of the families there is uh, some urgency in the family, but despite of that, despite of all these things, you people, you participants have seriously attended this workshop. That's really indicate you are really zeal of learning and you want to learn. I really hope that you really learn your knowledge about SPSS software, your knowledge about EU software, your knowledge about Stata is now much, much better. your overall knowledge about econometrics is better. I'm wishing and I hope that in future, definitely, the benefit of this workshop will be converted in terms of good quality research paper in future, as well as this knowledge will be passed on to the student, which is the ultimate objective of the AICT. And that's why we have already the new education policy in which government of India is focusing about skill development, and this is the initiative of AICTE towards skill development, and therefore AICTE has promoting this kind of the workshop. We try to justify with their objective. We have invited very good resource person. I hope really you enjoyed. You have learned a lot of things. Already you have confirmed that you have learned a lot of things through your words. And I wish that really will be a beneficial and there will be outcome of this learning will be much better in future in terms of your research paper, quality research paper, as well as your teaching skills will be definitely will improve, and student knowledge level, their skills about the econometrics, economics, finance will be better. Thank you very much, dear participants, for all your support and cooperation. Due to that present tough time scenario, some of the speakers dropped. Kulbir Singh was not able to take his sessions. He informed us at the last moment. Today, Dr. Bhattacharya was not able to take the session. We really regret for that. But in phase two, both the speakers have taken their session. If you really want to attend their sessions, you can go on our IBMR IPS Academy YouTube channel. We have conducted their participants 9 STTPs, and it is on the three topic that is called Management 4.0, financial analytics, and econometrics. And every STTP is in three phases. We have done it. These lectures recording videos are uploaded on our YouTube channel. If you want to see that lectures, you can attend, you can access these videos free of cost anytime in future if you wish, so that the videos are available for you. So even in future, if you want to again want to see it, and again if you want to see that how the process has been done, you can see it through the video lectures. Thank you very much. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to AICT, who has given all these resources to conduct this workshop. Thank you very much to our top management of IBMR IPS Academy, our director, for trusting on this team and provided this opportunity to conduct this workshop. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to my team, Pallavi ma'am, Sunita ma'am, and one of our team member, Tarika, again due to some issues in her family, she was not directly contributed in this workshop, but she has also contributed in this workshop. So thank you very much, Pallavi ma'am, Sunita ma'am, and Tarika ma'am, for all your support day in, day out. You have a lot of issues at your home, I know also, but despite of that, you have supported and conducted this workshop wonderfully. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Not
so much,
only you
Sachin
three,
sir.
Thank you so
not
much,
only
sir.
you three person, but all the faculty members and staff member of IBMR IPS Academy who supported us directly and indirectly. So thank you very much to entire team as well as all other faculty member and staff member of the department. Thank you very much, dear participants. Wish you all the best. The test result we will not declare on the public platform. The test result will be declared once you will get your certificate. Your result will be on your certificate. In case if you have any issue during the exam, you can text us on WhatsApp message up to 9 p.m. We will entertain your queries. In case if you have any problem, we will try to solve your problem. And if really if you feel urgency, even you can call us in that case. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much, everyone, once again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Sachin sir.
For giving all kind of freedom to us to do whatever you want to do, like as you organize everything. The kind of freedom you has given to us, and especially the belief you and Vivek sir has on us, that was really boosted our motivation to organize that session. Thank you so much, sir.
Dear participants, your certificate will be issued in the next week, probably till Thursday, Friday, your certificate will be also issued, and you will get this certificate through your email IDs. Right? That's it. So can we wind up?
Yes, Sachin sir.
Yes,
We are
sir.
good to go. Thank you so much, Sachin sir. Thank you so much, Sunita ma'am. Also, Tarika ma'am,
Thank
who's
you so
not
much, sir.
present here. And dear participants, happy learning and good luck for your exams. Please contact us in case if you face some difficulty. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome. So, sir,